The moment both of you fall into silence after no contact starts, that's when everything truly shifts beneath the surface. There's no fanfare, no tearful final exchange, no lengthy explanation tying everything together. One morning, the communication simply ends. You've chosen to step back, to shield yourself, to reclaim what's yours, your sanity, your self-worth, your calm. Then comes the twist nobody prepared you for. They go quiet too. Zero pursuit, zero apology texts, zero "I've been thinking about you" messages at 2 a.m. Just nothing. And suddenly, your brain kicks into overdrive. Doubt creeps in like fog. Have they already moved on? Did our connection mean so little? Was I that forgettable? But here's what you need to understand. This isn't the conclusion. This is the opening act. This is where the actual transformation begins. Welcome to Psychology Wisdom. Before we dive deeper into this psychological journey, if you find value in understanding the hidden layers of human behavior, please hit that like button right now. It helps more people discover these insights. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss content that could reshape how you see relationships. And if this video truly resonates with you, consider supporting us with super thanks. Your support keeps this channel growing and allows us to bring you more transformative content. Now, let's explore what really happens when silence meets silence. Silence doesn't always equal apathy. Here's where most people get it wrong. They interpret radio silence as proof that feelings died. But the truth? Silence frequently signals emotions too overwhelming to express. When two people disconnect simultaneously, invisible forces are colliding underneath. Because if nothing remained between you, there would be no internal battle, and silence, true silence, is soaked in battle. What unfolds initially? The pride stage. At first they feel invincible. Their inner voice insists, "I refuse to break first. If I truly mattered, they'd be the one texting. I'm perfectly fine alone." Ego grabs the steering wheel. They savor this perceived advantage. They mistake silence for victory. But pride crumbles fast because it's thunder without roots. This phase can last days, sometimes weeks. During this time, they're convincing themselves they've won some invisible contest. They're telling their friends they're better off. They're posting on social media trying to project happiness and independence. But underneath that confident exterior, something else is brewing. Then arrives the wondering stage. Days or weeks pass, and a question emerges. Why haven't I heard anything? They start monitoring your digital footprint, your activity status, your profile updates, your story views. Not out of malice, but because your absence created a void, and humans despise vacuums. They check if you've been online. They notice when you post something. They wonder who you're talking to now. They analyze every little digital breadcrumb you leave behind, searching for clues about your emotional state. Are you suffering? Are you thriving? Have you forgotten about them? Each unanswered question feeds their curiosity. Your silence functions as a reflection. When you withhold words, you compel them to confront their own reality. No distractions available, no heated debates, no emotional responses from your end to deflect onto, just their own thoughts echoing back. And that's deeply unsettling. You see, when you were still engaging, even in conflict, you were giving them something to focus on. Your reactions, your emotions, your words, all of these served as distractions from their own internal chaos. But now they're alone with themselves. And for many people, that's the scariest place to be. They begin rewinding memories. The care you demonstrated, the energy you invested, the disrespect you swallowed without complaint. Details they once dismissed now carry weight, because silence amplifies what memory preserves. This is where remorse takes root. They remember the morning you made their favorite breakfast without being asked. They recall the time you canceled your own plans to be there for them. They think about all the little sacrifices you made that they barely acknowledged. These memories, once background noise in their mind, now play on repeat. And each replay hurts a little more than the last. Remorse doesn't announce itself loudly. It appears in quiet hours, when notifications stop, when the world pauses. They wonder, perhaps I undervalued them. They were constant until they vanished. Nobody else understood me like that. And abruptly, your absence stings sharper than your presence ever could. Late at night, when they're scrolling through their phone with nothing new to see, that's when it hits hardest. In those moments between sleep and waking, when their defenses are down, the truth seeps in. They realize what they had. More importantly, they realize what they lost. Why stepping back holds such force. No contact isn't revenge, it's dignity. It declares, I respect myself enough to exit chaos. When you vanish without pleading, justifying, or pursuing, you transmit a profound signal. I recognize my value, and that rattles people, because most anticipate emotional collapse. Repeated attempts, desperate late-night calls. When they receive none of that, confusion sets in. The dynamic transforms here. They expected you to break. They expected you to come crawling back, to beg for another chance, to prove that you couldn't live without them. But you didn't. And that silence, that dignified absence, speaks louder than any words you could have said. Eventually the positions flip. You start mending, your sleep improves, a lightness returns. Meanwhile, they begin registering the loss. Attachment doesn't evaporate instantly. It dissolves gradually, agonizingly. They miss your presence, your vibe, your reliability, not because they lost you, but because accessing you is no longer possible. This is the cruel irony of human nature. We often don't appreciate what we have until it's gone. And when it's truly gone, when that door is firmly closed, the longing intensifies. They find themselves reaching for their phone to text you about something funny, then remembering they can't. They want to share a song with you, then realize that bridge has burned. Every small moment that used to include you now highlights your absence. Why they remain silent despite longing. This matters enormously. Countless people ache for you yet never make contact. What blocks them? Because pride suffocates honesty. Fear paralyzes vulnerability. Shame prevents movement. They're terrified of rejection, scared you've progressed beyond them, afraid they'll surrender power, so they stay frozen. Not from lack of caring, but from caring excessively. Think about it. Reaching out requires immense courage. It means admitting they were wrong. It means risking hearing that you've moved on, that you're happy without them, that they no longer matter to you. For someone who's already struggling with their ego, that's an unbearable risk. So they wait. They hope you'll break first. They convince themselves that if you really cared, you'd reach out. But deep down, they're simply too afraid to make themselves vulnerable. Your evolution becomes the ultimate reality check. The genuine shock doesn't stem from silence itself. It strikes when they discover you're thriving without their involvement. You're more centered, more resilient, more self-directed. And that realization devastates because nothing wounds deeper than recognizing they didn't crumble without me. This is the moment when their entire narrative collapses. They told themselves you needed them. They believed you couldn't be happy without them. They assumed your world would fall apart in their absence. But when they see you flourishing, when they witness your growth, when they realize you're actually better off, it shatters their ego completely. You became living proof that they were replaceable, that life goes on, that you were stronger than they ever gave you credit for. Whether they return or disappear, you prevail. Here's the reality nobody mentions. The goal of no contact isn't winning them back, it's reclaiming yourself. Sometimes they resurface with remorse. Sometimes they observe from afar. Sometimes they vanish permanently. But in every scenario, if you maintained silence, preserved dignity, and prioritized healing, you succeed. Because you didn't beg, you didn't abandon yourself, you didn't negotiate your worth. You see, the real victory isn't about whether they come back. It's about who you become in their absence. It's about rediscovering your own strength, your own worth, your own capacity for happiness, independent of anyone else. That's the transformation that matters. That's the growth that stays with you forever. Final thought. If you're experiencing no contact and they've also gone silent, don't spiral. Don't assume defeat. Don't shatter your silence out of panic, because silence isn't hollow. It's active. It's teaching lessons. It's exposing truth. It's creating change. Every day you maintain your silence, you're building something. You're building self-respect. You're building emotional resilience. You're building a version of yourself that doesn't need validation from someone who couldn't see your value when they had it. That silence is your cocoon, and what emerges from it will be stronger, wiser, and more complete than what went in. And whether they eventually recognize your value doesn't matter. You already have. And that's the genuine triumph. You've learned the most important lesson. Your worth isn't determined by someone else's ability to see it. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to appreciate it. You are enough with or without their acknowledgement. That realization is freedom. That understanding is power. And once you truly grasp it, you'll never settle for less than you deserve again. This journey through mutual silence isn't easy. Some days will be harder than others. You'll be tempted to break, to reach out, to check in. But remember why you started this. Remember what you're building. Remember that every moment of silence is a moment of growth. You're not losing anything by staying quiet. You're gaining everything by standing firm. If this message resonated with you, I want to ask you to do something right now. Hit that like button if you found value in this video. Leave a comment below sharing your experience with no contact. Have you been through this? Are you going through it now? What insights have you gained? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Share this video with someone who needs this message. Sometimes we all need a reminder of our own strength. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Psychology, Wisdom, and ring that notification bell. We're building a community of people committed to understanding themselves and growing through life's challenges. Your subscription tells YouTube to share this content with more people who need it. And if this video truly helped you, if it gave you clarity or strength or hope, please consider supporting the channel with super thanks. Your contribution, no matter the size, helps us continue creating content that makes a real difference in people's lives. It allows us to dive deeper into topics like this, to bring you more insights, more wisdom, more tools for navigating the complexities of human relationships and emotions. Remember, silence is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's your healer. It's your path to rediscovering yourself. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And trust that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, and whatever passes you by was never meant for you. Stay strong. Stay silent. Stay committed to your own growth. This is Psychology Wisdom, reminding you that understanding yourself is the first step to understanding everything else. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep choosing yourself.